Brand new gas-powered SUVs are supposed to be safe bets, but in 2026, some lost up to 72% of their value in just 3 years. Owners watched $30,000 to $80,000 vanish almost overnight. This is not about electric vehicles. Mainstream trucks and luxury SUVs alike collapsed. What made these 7 models financial black holes while others survived? It starts with familiar names, and it ends with one truly catastrophic mistake. Dodge once counted on the Durango to anchor its SUV lineup, but by 2026, the numbers tell a different story. A brand new Durango with a sticker price of $62,000 drops to just $25,600 in 3 years, a staggering 59% loss. Even in the first year, the pain is immediate. A 1-year-old Durango averages $43,473 on the resale market, erasing nearly a third of its value before the first set of tires wears out. The problem traces back to a platform left behind. While rivals rushed to add advanced safety features and hybrid options, Dodge stuck with an aging formula. There is no adaptive cruise control standard, no hybrid efficiency, and little to separate the Durango from its own past. Buyers notice when a vehicle does not keep up, and so do used car shoppers, who steer clear of outdated tech at premium prices. Performance models, once the pride of the lineup, are not immune. The SRT and Hellcat editions, pitched as collector's items, now tumble even faster as the market sours on thirsty V8 engines. Dodge tried to keep excitement alive with last call editions, but the novelty faded quickly. Product planners gambled on nostalgia and lost, leaving owners to watch their investment shrink with every passing month. For anyone hoping the Durango would hold its ground, the numbers are hard to ignore. Dodge's experiment with the Hornet set off a different kind of value collapse, one fueled not by outdated tech, but by the brutal math of dealer incentives. In 2026, buyers found brand new Hornets advertised with discounts reaching nearly $15,000 off sticker price. For a compact SUV that started life as an Italian Alfa Romeo Tonale, the steep markdowns were less a bonus and more a distress signal. Dealers, desperate to clear slow-moving inventory, slashed prices so aggressively that anyone who bought a Hornet just months earlier saw their trade-in value erased overnight. The impact was immediate. With new Hornets flooding lots at fire sale prices, used examples became almost impossible to sell. Why pay for last year's model when a brand new one costs the same or less? This incentive spiral did not just lower the floor for used Hornets, it dug a hole. By mid-2026, a lightly used Hornet could fetch less at auction than a 5-year-old Toyota RAV4, despite being newer and originally more expensive. The RAV4, built on reliability and steady demand, kept its value while the Hornet's resale cratered. For owners, the financial hit was swift and punishing. Deep discounts meant instant negative equity, with resale values dropping faster than loan balances. The Hornet's identity crisis, Italian engineering dressed in Dodge muscle branding, never got a chance to resolve. Instead, the story became one of dealer-driven depreciation, where aggressive incentives did not just move inventory, they wiped out any hope of holding value. Alfa Romeo's Tonale promised a stylish entry into the compact SUV market, but by 2026, the numbers behind the badge tell a different story. Owners who paid $46,000 for a new Tonale watched as their investment shrank to just under $18,000 in 3 years, a 61% collapse. The story behind this financial nosedive starts with a wave of recalls that hit early buyers hard. In 2024 alone, the Tonale was called back 6 separate times for problems ranging from transmission delays to battery drains. And faulty sensors. Each new defect notice sent a ripple through the used market, making even loyal Alfa owners think twice about holding on. Liquidity dried up almost overnight. Only 3,383 units sold in 2025, leaving the Tonale a rare sight on the road and an even rarer find on dealership lots. But rarity did not mean value. Instead, it meant buyers faced a market with almost no demand and no confidence. The damage shows up in real-world listings. A 2024 Tonale T with just over 20,650 miles recently posted for $19,773, down 59% from its original $48,000 window sticker. That is not an outlier, but a warning to anyone hoping to escape the depreciation spiral. The Tonale's engineering and quality control issues did not just dent its reputation, they strangled liquidity. With every recall, resale prices dropped further, trapping owners in vehicles no one wanted to buy. For Alfa Romeo, the Tonale's journey from showroom debut to resale disaster played out in a matter of months, not years. Alfa Romeo's Stelvio arrived with high expectations, promising Italian flair and sharp driving dynamics in a crowded SUV market. Enthusiasts raved about its handling and design, but the used market had other ideas. In 2026, a $49,000 Stelvio is worth just over $19,000 after 3 years, a loss of nearly $30,000, matching the 61% drop seen with the Tonale. But this is not a story of recalls or mechanical chaos. The Stelvio's undoing is written in the margins of its own history. For years, Alfa Romeo has struggled to shake a reputation for unreliable cars and spotty service. Even as the Stelvio won praise for its sporty feel, buyers remembered decades of breakdowns, electrical gremlins, and the headache of finding a qualified dealer. In the US, Alfa's dealer network remains thin, with many regions lacking any local support. That means long drives and lengthy waits for even basic repairs, an inconvenience that turns off used buyers before they ever step onto a lot. The result is a resale market frozen by doubt. Beautiful design and strong performance do not matter when shoppers fear the unknown costs of ownership. Even a clean, low-mileage Stelvio sits unwanted, its value crushed not by what it is, but by what people believe it might become. In the end, the Stelvio's greatest flaw is not under the hood. It is the weight of a brand legacy that buyers just cannot forget. A new Range Rover can cost well over $100,000, but in just 3 years, nearly 68% of that value is gone. That is more than $70,000 evaporating before the first major service. The trouble is not just the price tag, it is what happens when the warranty ends. Range Rover's complex air suspension and sophisticated electronics are notorious for wallet-draining failures. Owners face repair bills that can stretch into 5 figures, often for problems as basic as a ride height sensor or a digital dashboard glitch. Most buyers lease these SUVs, then hand them back before the warranty clock runs out, flooding the used market with vehicles no one wants to own out of pocket. For anyone considering long-term ownership, the numbers are a warning. Luxury comes with a price, and in this case, the bill arrives fast. Maserati's Grecale promised to shake up the luxury SUV market, but reality hit harder than anyone expected. 3 years after launch, the Grecale holds on to just 28% of its original value, with depreciation slicing away as much as $60,000 from a typical $85,000 sticker price. Buyers who thought the Maserati badge would shield them from rapid losses found themselves making repeated trips to the dealership for electrical faults and software glitches. Reports of malfunctioning infotainment screens, persistent warning lights, and sudden system resets began circulating within months of ownership. The Grecale's woes are not isolated. They mirror a broader Stellantis pattern where rushed rollouts and unresolved tech issues undermine even the most ambitious new models. Early adopters, once drawn by the novelty, now face a resale market that has lost faith before the paint has even faded. Maserati's Levante stands at the top of the depreciation mountain, and not in a good way. With a 6-figure sticker price, the Levante loses 71.9% of its value in just 3 years. That means a $110,000 luxury SUV can lose nearly $80,000 before the odometer even reaches 40,000 miles. The irony is hard to miss. Under the hood sits a Ferrari-derived engine, but in the used market, the Levante is worth less than a basic compact crossover. High maintenance costs and a reputation for expensive repairs scare away even the most devoted enthusiasts. Once the warranty runs out, both buyers and dealers vanish, leaving Levante owners holding the bill for a financial meltdown few could have predicted. Right now, nearly 3/4 of a luxury SUV's value can vanish in just 3 years. As automakers chase trends, buyers bear the risk. The real cost is not just money, it is trust in what new truly means. Think twice before signing, because tomorrow's resale is built on today's decisions.